Welcome to another Thursday on Geeks of the Week. I'm Mario. This week I talked to the geeks, discuss the new Star Trek and Superman movie posters, and finally give you my top 5 comics for the month of November. Now on to the video. Steph, I really like your Christmas decorations. It looked like Santa threw up all over the place. Just all over the place. As for me, I eventually will decorate my room a little. I never really decorated a lot in my room, but I do start to wear Christmas themed clothing. See? This is Christmas colors. Kinda. And I am sorry to hear you're going through some things, but I don't envy whatever's in your way because you are a wrecking machine. You won't let that stop you. Now on to your question. Steph asked this week, is there anything special we do for Christmas? And I actually celebrate Festivus. Instead of a tree, I put up this aluminum pole. And before we can eat, we perform the airing of grievances, where I tell all my friends, family, and loved ones all the ways they have disappointed me over the year. And what's that? Oh, that's Seinfeld? Oh, I see. Actually, what I do every year is I direct a Christmas play with the help of my deep best friend with the blanket issue, my pet beagle dog, and his friend the bird, as we discover the true meaning of Christmas. Wah, 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 wah. What was that? Wah, wah. Oh, that's Charlie Brown. Good grief. But really what I do is on Christmas Eve, I have dinner with my family and we stay up until midnight to open gifts. And then Christmas morning, we go to our friends and family and give them their gifts and have more food. So if I'm fat in these videos after Christmas, now you know why. Power was visited in the middle of the night by some scary monsters, who she befriended, and now she's in their world trying to help them out because they're going through an energy crisis. But I'm sure we'll have her back soon. Nikki, are you kidding me with those foodie pajamas? You look adorable in them. And I am envious I don't have one. I want a pair, but if probably for the best I don't, because if I did, I'd go everywhere in them. And I mean everywhere in them. I'm happy you mentioned Just Some Random Guy because I love his work. I've been watching his videos for a long time. I saw the link you posted and I absolutely agree with his opinion. And finally, and this is to everyone, but do yourselves a favor and go to the new Hollywood video. It is epic. If you're a fan of The Lord of the Rings, you need to go see it. If you're not, shame on you for not being, but still go because it's funny, it's awesome, great quality, and it's very entertaining. 2 movie posters came out this week and I'm going to give you my quick thoughts on them. All the links will be below. I'm going to start with Star Trek Into the Darkness. A lot of people are saying it's a ripoff of one of the Dark Knight Rises posters, and they're right. It's obvious for anyone to see the similarities are there, they look exactly the same. Even still, I really like the image. A lot of Trekkies are being overly critical of J.J. Abrams. I personally love the first film, so I think I'm going to like the second film too. I feel that Abrams brought a fun type of action back into the Star Trek franchise, and I'm looking forward to the second film. Next, Superman Man of Steel. It had an image of Superman in handcuffs and it looks really interesting. What bothered me wasn't that, it was of another image style where Superman's costume doesn't have the red underwear. For me personally, I always liked him with it. Without it, it's just too much blue. It doesn't look good. But I realize that's a personal preference. It's one of the most divisive issues when it comes to Superman fans. Some like him with the underwear, some like him without it. Still, I'm looking forward to the film. I think it's going to be really good. Zack Snyder does excellent work all the time. Let me know if you prefer Superman with or without the underwear in the comments below. Since it is the first week of December, I'm going to give you my top 5 comics for the month of November. For those of you who care, November was stacked with great comics, and this was not easy. So I'm going to start with the 5th pick, Batman issue 14. Joker begins to target Batman's closest allies out of a demented attempt to help him because he feels those around him make him weak. Snyder is bringing it in this arc. All of the superhero comics look inferior compared to this. Capullo's artwork is fantastic, and these two have become one of the best writer-artist teams out there today. This is one of those comics that you literally stop everything you're doing to go pick up and read. I get giddy when I get it. I did a longer review for this in an earlier video, so feel free to check that out. This is my 5th pick of the month. Number 4, Manhattan Projects issue 7. In this issue, the Manhattan Projects team took an interesting proposition to their Russian counterpart, Star City, because they're worried about an extraterrestrial threat. This comic is mostly for the sci-fi junkie. They throw everything at you. Wormholes, parallel worlds, aliens, they just throw it all. And this particular issue was flawless. In its writing, its coloring, its artwork, really not one single flaw, and it completely blew me away. The trade for the first 6 issues already came out, and if you're a fan of hardcore science fiction, this is definitely the comic for you. Number 3, Saga issue 7. Marco's parents catch up to him and meet Elena for the first time, as they discover what he's been up to. The first few pages offer a backdrop into this world and give more character development to Marco. The world of Saga is rich and they've only begun to scratch the surface. Fiona Staples' artwork is wonderful and perfect for this kind of story. I forgot to mention in my Thanksgiving video how I'm most thankful for Brian K. Vaughan returning to comics. He's one of my favorite writers, definitely one of the best when it comes to dialogue. The trades for the first 6 issues also just came out recently. It's very affordable. If you're a fan of the fantasy genre mixed with some science fiction, then you can't go wrong with this comic. It's one of the best ones out there and I definitely recommend it, and this was the 3rd pick of the month. Number 2, Punk Rock Jesus issue 5. And then this issue, holy shit. Chris, clone of Jesus and former reality show star, has joined a punk rock band named Flak Jackets as his lead singer. As they go on tour, he starts to rebel against society and religion. What his ultimate goal is, I can't say because it's spoiler free, but let's just say it's an interesting one. This issue was both thought-provoking and provocative at the same time, yet still action-packed. When this miniseries started, I had no idea what to expect, but I have been completely delightfully surprised. This is absolutely my favorite miniseries of the year. With 1 issue left, I am beyond excited to see what happens at the end. And finally, number 1, Lock and Key Omega issue 1. And this is the beginning of the end for the Locke family, and that's all I can say about this issue because any basic information now will be spoiled to earlier arcs. I really want to encourage everyone to go back and read this from the start. Their trades are more than available. They're definitely affordable. You won't regret it. Don't just jump in because one doesn't simply walk into Key House. Now, I know I've said this before, but the characters in here are as real to me as actual people. Joe Hill's writing has been incredible. Gabriel Rodriguez's artwork has been on another level. He does the best splash pages. This series has been amazing. It's definitely been my favorite, and I always look forward to it, and my favorite issue of the month. So this is me. Let me know in comments what you guys think of the Superman underwear issue. And I'm just going to throw this in here too. In the Festivus tradition of the Feats of Strength, could any of the geeks take me? Either collectively or one by one? You let me know in the comments. Now remember to subscribe, check out the other more awesome geeks of the week, and stay geeky. You can't see me, but I'm dancing like Snoopy. My legs are moving like Snoopy.
Suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host praising God, and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward men. That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown.
I want a best friend like Linus.